Welcome to the Unlock You with Dr. Shannan Crawford podcast. Life is difficult, and trying to live it to the fullest while constantly second-guessing yourself and feeling stopped by regret or painful experiences can take a toll on anyone. Do you want to get unlocked and see for yourself the beauty that life has to offer? Are you ready for aha moments and strategies to propel your business and family into a world of health? Then you've come to the right place. Join Dr. Shannan Crawford, a licensed psychologist, leadership consultant, conference speaker, and CEO of Crawford Clinics located in Dallas, Texas, as she shares her expertise from her life's commitment to helping you, the CEO, therapy client, parent, and teacher alike, identify and remove the unconscious blocks hindering you from thriving in your potential. We will also have amazing guests with incredible stories, rich knowledge, and keys to help you get unlocked today. Let's get started.
I love the research that it's not your money, your aptitude, your ability, your connections, your beauty, your fame, your success that separates those who accomplish and fulfill everything in their heart's desire versus those who live average, okay lives wishing for what they could have done. Do you know that one factor is called grit? Grit is the mind game, the passion and perseverance to stay toward one goal amidst every single obstacle. In order to do that, you have to have that mental fortitude to push past every obstacle, internal and external naysayers, making you feel like, who do you think you are? Why do you think you could do that? There's so many other people that could do it better. You know what? It's probably true. Do you know most people who are influencing in social media are not actually experts, but they're people that are really good at marketing? There are a lot of people who aren't necessarily the best, and yet they are passionate and persevering, and they put a lot of money and effort and work into putting their information in front of you. What if there's a dream in your heart that the world would be better if we all knew what you knew? What if there was an impartation of something you could release to the world that the world would be better because you speak up and say something? But what if the world would be less lavish, amazing, and wonderful because you don't speak up? Those are called self-limiting beliefs. When you internally shut yourself down, it doesn't matter how many people say, who do you think you are? You're not tall enough. You're not smart enough. You're not educated enough. You're not XYZ enough. While all of those are true, those are actually the opportunities that perseverance grows this magnitude and this force inside of you to do it anyway. Now, a self-limiting belief is where I've actually agreed with it. Whether someone ever says it over your life or not, when you say, I am not smart enough. I'm not connected enough. I'm not educated enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not tall enough. I'm not handsome enough. I'm not strong enough. I'm not XYZ enough. When you make an agreement with that, you have literally shut down your internal world. Your soul has just shut down your brilliance. Your true self is your spirit man. It's the vibrant, strong, passionate, bold, alive part of you. When you sit down to work on your book manuscript and your mind is blank, that's because you're operating out of your soul. Creativity does not come from your soul. But when you sit down and the thoughts just flow and you're just like, I forgot to eat lunch, which to be fair, I've never said that sentence, but I've heard other people say that sentence. I love eating. So in that place where the flow and it's just happening, you're working on your business, you're in flow with your romantic partner, whatever that is when you're leading from your spirit man. The danger of a self-limiting belief is when we step inside of ourselves and say, I will do this. I will never let someone shut me down. I will prove myself. In essence, think of it as a separation where I'm pulling away from true self, your brilliant genius spirit, and you're stepping into a self-idolatrous, unhealthy place saying, I'm going to limp along. I'm going to create a false self. I'm going to create this version of me that I wish I was to try to prove to myself as well as to others that I am this fictitious, perfect person who is then worthy to be smart and capable and lead others and write the book and sell the product and lead the business or whatever it might be. The problem is there's no intimacy. So the very thing you have been striving for, working endless hours, hustling, grinding, doing all of that out of a soul that is tired and weary. One, you will burn yourself out. You will become one of those meteors that then burns out and fizzles. You will not have lasting legacy. Secondly, there will not be true intimacy, vibrancy, or sustainability. I work with a lot of visionaries, influencers, and CEOs, and the one factor that I've noticed between those who last and those who burn out and implode is how much they're living from their true self or their spirit man versus hustling from their soul. Now, let me clarify. Your soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. It's everything that you've taken in up to this point to try to become what you think you've needed to become. It's the me that I think the world will then finally respect, finally value, and appreciate, instead of trusting who you already are is enough. It's a subtlety. And many times we don't even realize we're not living from our true self because we're so accustomed, because I have been so accustomed to living from a false self where we prove to others how worthy we are, how intelligent and capable. And yes, we do meet the criteria, whatever that might be. But in reality, you are a leader already. There is vibrance, power, boldness, and courage. There is a vision, and you have a genetic fingerprint called a genome. You're already pre-wired in your spirit man with everything you need to be a leader, an influencer, a visionary, and a world transformer. Your position in influence in culture is unique. No one else can fulfill your role. And if you sit yourself out, if you bench yourself with self-limiting beliefs, the world is less vibrant because of it. But if you step into the game and you say, yes, I agree with my adversary quickly. I agree with this negative thought. I am not the smartest, not the tallest, not the most educated, not the most advanced and equipped for whatever your thing is. I agree. And when I live from my spirit, I'm living from something bigger than myself. I'm living with a kingdom assignment, a purpose, something that causes me to come alive on the inside. And that is magic. And I don't mean in like a warlock way. I mean, it's magical to live from your spirit. You will feel alive and rejuvenated. You will feel refreshed. You will have 9-10 hour days and yet still have capacity to love your family at the end of the day. You won't need to turn to the pain pills, the wine, the TV, social media, whatever your thing might be, because there is a life source. You're plugged into your spirit man, connected to the spirit realm, and you're living from something bigger than just yourself. I would love for you to get unplugged from a soul that is weary and tired and step back into, I am enough. I am on time. Who I am is brilliant, and it's connected to a spirit realm for so much bigger than myself. There is greatness inside of you. And that's what we want to continue to unlock in you through the Unlock You podcast, community, and the future groups for leaders, influencers, and visionaries that we will be unlocking soon. I love you. I'm invested in you. And it is my joy and privilege to undergird, to support, and create scaffolding around those tender areas that need to be shored up so that you have a firm foundation to run your race well and to complete everything that's in your heart to accomplish. You are enough. We are here to cheer you on and to give you the practical steps, keys to help you get unlocked. Thanks, guys.
Thank you for investing in yourself, your family, and your team. We are honored to serve you and your vision.